You know what? That needs some cortisone. Did you know what else? The earth does not revolve around the sun. You think I'm crazy, don't you? Well, why would it need to revolve around the sun? Some people say there's like some kind of elliptical type of shape. It goes around the sun, then it swings up a little further, and that's where your seasons change. It's cold or something like that, or it tilts on its axis or something like that. And at the same time, it's going around the sun that's rotating. Revolutions and rotation. Revolutions make years, rotations make days and nights. Well, what if the earth didn't move? What if everything was going around the earth and the earth stood still? Which matches up with the account of Joshua. Joshua told the earth and the moon to stand still over Ai and Agila, the cities. And so, what would be wrong with that? What would be wrong with the earth being the center of the universe? Well, scientists say it's the sun that's the center of the universe. Well, what if that's not so? Because scientists can be wrong. What if the universe as we know it, because if you go, there's a certain space out there. The stars are not all over the place as they seem to have been, like in Star Trek. You always kind of wonder how the Starship Enterprise would go through the stars, how they zig and zag through the stars. But in this case, stars are way beyond the planets. You can see them for a long way, but at the same time, those stars seem to go around the Earth. What we think we see, as far as the northern stars, kind of usually remains center. What if what we think we see is actually the truth of what we see? What if the sun does and the moon do? We know the moon goes around the earth, but what if the sun and the moon go around the earth? If the moon can go around the earth, surely the sun can go around the earth too. But the sun is still a pretty big body. So it's not really close, of course. If it were, then that'd be a different story. I propose this. The whole universe, even the planets, even everything goes around the earth. And there are times when the sun settles it goes to the northern hemisphere, and in the southern hemisphere calls your season. There's nothing in the Bible which dictates or shows that the earth goes around the sun or the planets. It doesn't say anything about that. But what if it's true that the earth is the center of the universe? The way it says in the Bible seems. God made the heaven and earth first, and then everything outside of that. He made it from the ground up, literally from the ground up. The earth was made. The earth was a central focus point, and everything else came out of that, just like the Bible says.